Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my November beauty favorites. After this is my 2017 beauty favorites. That's my next big beauty favorites. And I get so excited always to film that video because it's my favorite beauty product from the entire year. So I will be probably putting that up the beginning of January because I really need to go back and I want to analyze everything and make sure it really is reflective of all the stuff I used this year, which is always a very fun video. So let's get started. I have just a few things here. Two are new, and everything else is just stuff that I've kind of pulled back out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love this. And let's get started. Okay, first is the Omarovixa Hydra Melting Cleanser. So I forgot how much I really love this. It's like I'm almost out of it, actually. I don't know if you can see. It's just kind of, it's thick, so it's not like super oily. There's not like oil that comes out of it or anything, but it's this jelly-like texture. It's not wobbly jelly, but it has this, I don't know, gelatinous texture. It's not totally a balm. It's not totally a gel. It's just lovely. And I really enjoy this as a first cleanse. It does a really good job of taking off makeup. I also use it as a second cleanse if I want to use something else. Maybe I'm wearing an extra ton of makeup that day or something that I really need like a really strong cleansing oil to remove. I'll use this as a second cleanse. But I like it because it makes my skin feel very hydrated afterwards and very soft and supple. And I feel like there's like a little bit of moisture put back into my skin. And I also just love the texture. I'm always hit or miss with Omarovixa products. There are some that I really enjoy and some that I'm like, or meh about. Like, I just not that excited about. I either really love their products, certain ones, or I'm just like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. But on the whole, I would say a good 80% of the products I try for them, I really, really love. And this being one of them. Okay, the Fresh Brown Sugar Body Polish. Okay, I've talked about this before. And it's been a long time since I've used this. It was one of the first body scrubs I ever used. I loved it. And I have always loved it. What I love about it, it's sugar, so it is very healing, especially if you have any cuts or anything, or because salt can be a little irritating, especially on the skin, because obviously put salt into a wound or something. I just think about that if I've ever shaved and my skin is a little bit, I don't know, irritated or something. Sugar is always a little more healing. And so it has the healing property, very great, wonderful for the skin. And the oils in this, you don't need a body lotion. You don't need a body oil, a body lotion, nothing. Your skin is so hydrated and moisturized afterwards. We're talking like you don't even need anything the next day. This is one of the best body scrubs, and the oils in it are so fantastic. What has kept me from going back to this over the years, it is a huge like hazard in the shower. That is just the reality. The oil in this gets everywhere and your shower turns into a complete like oil slick. So when I'm using this, I have to really be cognizant of standing in one place, preferably maybe towards the wall, and making sure I really rinse out the shower. I don't want the stand to be getting in afterwards and being like, what? And like slipping everywhere. So that's the only has kept me from over the years repurchasing it as many times as I have other ones, because the oils in it can make it really dangerous in the shower. But it is exceptional, performance-wise and how it makes my skin feel, one of the best out there. Speaking of one of the best out there, Creme de Corps by Kiehls. I went back to this while pregnant. I've been using Kiehls Creme de Corps, this regular one, and then their whipped one. Ooh, their whipped one, texture is, I constantly want to eat it. That is how lovely and delightful it is. But the Kiehls Creme de Corps, if you have never tried it and you want a body lotion that gets the job done, that's not overly fragrant, that works in the summer, the winter, the spring, the fall, and will not irritate your skin, will not be sticky, you can get dressed right afterwards, this is it. And there's a reason why this has been such a cult classic for so many years, is because, first of all, it's great for like men and women. So if you buy this, buy like a big, you know, size, and your husband can use it as well, because it doesn't have a really noticeable scent. It has like this, I don't know, like a creamy buttery scent, but it really hydrates better than almost any body lotion I've ever tried, because it's just not too thick, not too thin, and any time of the year that I use it, it's always appropriate. Okay, this is one of the new products that I've tried, and I had to include it because yes, I have been loving it. The Laura Mercier Baked Radiance, Matte Radiance in Highlight 01. So is this what I'm using? No, I don't think this is the one I'm using today. I'm using a Dior one today. But I talked about this in my Sephora VIB haul, and since then I've been using it a ton. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Someone actually asked me, and I apologize for not responding back to you, so I'll answer it here. Does it show texture on the skin? I didn't find that it shows texture. However, you can use too much, and then you will see texture. So the key with this, add a little bit, see how it looks, add a little bit more, see how it looks, and let it settle for a minute or two, because it can show texture. But it is a gorgeous, it's like a matte radiance. And that is what is so lovely about it. It's not super, super, super glittery or shimmery. It just gives this gorgeous luminosity to the skin. And the texture is definitely, it's a baked, so it's really powdery. You put your brush in, powder goes everywhere. But when it's on the skin, it doesn't look very powdered, and I don't feel like it moves everywhere. All right, the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. And the reason why I'm putting this in is because I never tried this before trying it for the first time last year. I know, like, how can you have been blogging all these years and you've never tried Advanced Night Repair, which has been around, it feels like, since the beginning of time. But many of you always recommended this to me and said it's just such a good, consistent product. Like, my skin always responds well to it. My skin never gets irritated, never breaks out. And it's just kind of, it always stays the course. And you guys are right. I find that using this, my skin at night and the next morning, it has stayed looking very even tone, not a lot of redness. My skin is a lot more dry. So this has been helping address that. I have found a little bit of hyperpigmentation has begun to kind of fade slightly. It's obviously not going to tackle it like a retinol would or a really strong acid. And I just find that the more I use it, the next morning my skin always just looks nice, fresh, radiant. And yeah, so I only have like a few more drops left of this one. Thank goodness I already have a backup. It's one of those products I already know is falling into my category of it's always going to perform perfectly. It just, no matter how many times I go back to it, it will probably always perform consistently and my skin will look great. That falls into the category for me of the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum, the Clarins Double Serum. Those, like I say all the time, are not mind-blowing products where like you'll see results that change your life, but I always go back to them and my skin always responds well. It never has an off time. And that to me is really this symbol to me that it's, you know, it's working for my skin and it is a product that I want to continue to go back to. All right, fragrance-wise, I pulled back out my YSL Black Opium. I know I only have like a little travel size or a little purse spray. I really need to buy the full size because this is just, it's a very warm and it has a little bit of a sugary, sweet scent, but a little bit amber and musk to kind of balance it out so it doesn't smell young, let's say, and like, you know, like candy, but it is much more on the sweet, warm, ambery side. And I just absolutely love it. For a winter scent or a fall scent, you want something a little bit richer that is just great to wear with like big cozy sweaters and scarves, and this is the scent to try for the winter. I absolutely love it, and I'm definitely going to be buying a larger size. The Malin & Getz Lip Moisturizer. Now, I can't remember if I've talked about this before. I hope I have. But if I haven't, let me introduce you to it, because it actually has been in my collection for a long time, years and years, and I can't believe I don't talk about it more, because I would say it's probably in my top 2 favorite lip moisturizers. like hands down. I try a bunch of different ones and there's ones that I really enjoy, but this one, it has a very like a Vaseline-y type texture, but much thinner. So not as thick as, let's say, Vaseline. And it just instantly soaks into my lips. It always makes them feel, it like soothes them if they're extra dry. I can use it before I put on lipstick. And I don't know, the texture, no matter how many times I go back to it, I'm like, oh, I forgot. Like I won't use it for months and months and I'll grab it and I'll be like, oh, I forgot this product is like one of the best lip moisturizers. And then finally, the By Terry Cellulose Brightening CC Serum. I did a blog post about some luminizers that I've been wearing underneath my foundation that I have 4 that I have really enjoyed. I tested out a few different ones, and those 4 were the ones that really impressed me and that I've been wearing and alternating between. This one, out of all 4, has been kind of pulling out of the pack to be my favorite. And it is a serum, so I use it underneath my foundation. I use it at the end of my skincare. I would use it, let's say, after, though, I use an SPF. So do all my skincare, add my SPF, then this goes on right before I apply my foundation. So it would be the same step as a makeup primer. And it is the thinnest out of all of them, but I find that it almost, the rest give kind of like a dewy, fresh glow. This gives a very lit from within look. It's not too shiny. It is not too shimmery. It doesn't really make your skin look like you just had a fresh facial. It looks like you're just angelic. I don't know how to describe it because I find that it slightly blurs imperfections too. So things seem a little filtered. That's what it is. It's very Instagram filtery. And they come in a few different shades. So they, I guess, help to color correct or color control. And it says like color control radiance elixir. And I love that it's so thin. And I just apply some with my hands. And it is the thinnest and the most natural out of all luminizers that I tried. And so if you maybe have more oily skin, but you want to try something a little more luminous underneath your foundation, this is great. If you have dry skin and you need a little bit of oomph, this is a great one. I like to use it alone, under foundation, or mixed with my foundation. Mixed with my foundation will always make it a little more bold, and because it will mix with my foundation and I'll definitely see more of the shimmery properties, but it is still the most understated out of all the 4 that I reviewed. And out of most of the luminizers that I've tried, it's definitely very understated, but it's still, you'll still see a change and you'll still, you know, you'll see results, let's say. But it is definitely more pricey, though I use just a smidge and it covers my entire face. So this is one of those products where it's more of a splurge, but I have a feeling you will probably use it for quite a long time. Now, to the best part, and I did mention this at the beginning of the video, so you probably had to wait till the very end, and I wanted to mention that I am doing a giveaway as a thank you. I just, a while ago, hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I wanted to do a giveaway celebrating that, and also because it's the holiday time. And I mean, I know everyone's doing giveaways right now. That doesn't mean I can't do one. And just because everyone's doing one, I still love, you know, giving back to you guys and connecting with all of you. And I'm so grateful for all the support. Many of you feel like friends after all these years. Many of you have been reading my blog and watching my videos for so many years. Some of you are new, but I have such a great rapport with so many of you. And I have to say, in the blogging world, you know, it can be very challenging. You get negative feedback here and there, or you get people that, people call them trolls or haters. I don't tend to use those terms because I'm just like, it's just people that have something to say and, or, you know, they're just trying to maybe stir up something. I haven't experienced that too much, and I'm always very appreciative of that. I mean, everyone has their moments. I mean, I've, you know, had it here and there, but on the whole, I don't experience that too much. I have such a great rapport with so many of you, and it's only made my love for what I do so much stronger, and it makes me so grateful that I've been able to kind of turn it into a career at this point. And I also feel very grateful that I'm able to connect about things that are so frivolous, but still make like such a strong connection over things that are so frivolous. And so I'll be giving away a $250 Nordstrom gift card. So you can use that for yourself, or you can use it to do some holiday shopping. I will leave below in the description box how to enter, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to stay tuned to the beginning of January when my Best of 17 beauty products video comes out, because that will be a really exciting one. In the meantime, I do have a playlist dedicated to my beauty favorites, and you can find all of the best of in there as well. Or you can head to my blog. I have all my videos are on my blog as well. So you can go to one place and search everything. Blog posts and videos all on one site. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.